Hello, Mecholites. Let's see if I can get this right in the first time. Bah-weep-Graaaaagnah Bongaboo? International greeting of peace to all watchers, in conclusion. Whew! He's here. Wreck-Gar, finally. This is from the studio series for Transformers. This would be, my third one from the line here. I've gotten, the Dinobots pretty much, and, Grinder, just because he was a nostalgic toy for me, because, what's his name? Blackout was one of my favorites as a child. But, I've been waiting for this guy, and he is pretty awesome in hand. I'm going to start off this review kind of saying this might just be one of my just favorite Transformers in my collection period right now. And that says a lot, especially considering that I don't really care for this character that much. Like, he was in the show after the movie, and his first appearance was in there for a bit, but he was never a character I really resonated with. But seeing him in plastic form here is very, very, very nice. He's got a very clean robotic and alt mode. The only real things people can really nitpick, I can say, is probably just his little hollow spots here, but whew, from the front profile, I'd never know this guy turned into a bike, to be honest, So I'm very pleased with how this guy transforms and moves around and everything. But, yeah, let's talk about the painting. Let's move the nipples here. Perky. I really like the shades on him. I kind of said this earlier, but he's... I can't unsee it now that I've seen it, but I really wanted this guy because he had these wonderful little articulated nipples that go as his blasters when you transform him. But with that said, this man, pretty much his whole palette, except for the grays, is basically a variety of nipple colors. So, kind of translates perfectly for me. I really enjoy this one. Articulation-wise, he can move pretty well up, get his arms decently high up there, get the YMCA pose there for you, at least the first one. He's got some arm swivel right here, and he even has a little bit of wrist swivel. Whoop. Let's see. Wrist swivel. There we go. As I already told you, these nipples are completely articulated, movable. You can have him standing up at attention, or down and sad. Little saddlebags move up and down a little bit. He's got full waist swivel. Wonderful. Can move his legs pretty high up, which is very nice. And he can move them pretty far back too. So you can get him in some fun little running poses, which I like, because I was really wondering, like, if they were really just going to have him not be that flexible, just because he's just like a transport guy, But, I don't know, you can get him in some fun poses. He's almost, I'd say him and Optimus Prime are like the most posable figures. I've got the War for Cybertron Earthrise mold, but yeah, these are like the most posable Transformers in my collection right now. He's got some great, ankle pivot here. It's kind of like a fake one. It's just like his, oh, my bad guys, my hand was blocking it the whole time. But basically his foot kind of just breaks in half there a little bit, and that's how you can get the little side step for him, which is pretty nice. We got the thigh cut here. Just, regular up and down movement for the legs. But overall, he moves around wonderfully. I can get him in a lot of fun poses. And I like that too, because, hey, this guy's an army builder, I'm sure we're going to get more Junkions, like we got Scourge and then the Sweeps later on. So we're probably going to get some other guys with some different color schemes, or maybe some facial hair. But I got two of these guys, because we'll get into that later. But they're going to be definitely a fun little army builder for people to have. I can already see a lot of people recreating little scenes from the movies with these guys, because you can get a bundle of them. The only dumb part is Hasbro decided to pack these guys with the studio series Bumblebee Thrust, who was, 1, never in that movie, 2, is kind of an ugly repaint in my opinion, and 3, they decided to pack them in a case of 3, and you get 2 thrusts and 1 Wreck-Gar. So if it's hard to find a Wreck-Gar and you see thrusts everywhere, that's why, because Hasbro decided to single pack the Army Builder for this wave, for whatever reason. I don't know why. But besides that, let's get into all the other stuff that comes out in the box with them. Like standard Studio Series figures, you get your little background display for him. So you can just pop him up in there, have him posed up all nice, and it's just the junk planet in the background there. And, I should know what ship this is, but I don't remember. My apologies, I'm not a true nerd today. But I usually don't use these. I have displays that I put my figures in, so those kind of just go in the trash, unfortunately for me. But I know a lot of people like them, so I'll just throw them in there for y'all to know about. Get him centered back up. And you also get one of these nice little, I don't know what you call these things. The things that, you know, kids be blowing. Fuck. There we go. Look at that. Boy got lungs. But, yeah, you can just, you know, fit in his wrist like that, his little weapon. Not wrist, his hand. Or if you want, he's got the little back port here, and you can just store it on there if you just want him to have it like sheathed or whatever. Very fun. Like the weapon a lot, but I usually don't really have it on him because the way I put these tires on that he also comes with kind of interferes with it. So I know, I think his normal mode has, well, first he comes with these 2 tires. They're really cool. Some people might not like this because this technically makes him a parts former, but hey, don't let this little step interfere with your fun. But you basically just can pop them on these random knobs all over him, and they just stay in. At first, I was really thinking this was dumb because I thought you just put it on, and I was like, well, that's very loose, it just falls off. But I didn't realize, like, there's a little notch in there that you have to really, like, latch it into, and that's what makes it stays. But I believe, he's supposed to have them like this, I think. So, like, because I guess when you transform, all the wheels are, like, on one side normally. I find this look ugly. So what I do is, I either put them both like this, and now they're, like, some cool little battle shields, or, like, I don't know, power fist type things. Or, what's even cooler about these things that I like, is, that you can put them on the handlebars. It makes them a little top heavy, but honestly, the look of it is very cool. And I dropped a tire somewhere. Oh wait, no, it's on his hand. Alright, now I'm dropping tires. Oh my god. Alright. But yeah, I like that look a lot. He's very customizable, and, you know, he's an army builder, so I like having all these ports, so you can really have a bunch of Junkians look completely unique if you'd wanted to. And I really dig that a lot. Another fun alt mode you can get with this guy. Space these nipples out. Uh-oh. 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 Now you got some titty armor. Beautiful. Now you can see his head. Yeah, a lot of fun variety with this guy. He's a whole bunch of fun to play around with and really get your customizing groove going of how you want him to look. But he's just a fun, solid figure. He just feels like an action figure when I play with him. He doesn't even feel like a Transformer, and that's like the highest compliment I can give to a Transformer. But yeah, that is his robot mode. He's very spectacular looking to me. I love the little detail on him. Like, really, the only hint of him being a bike to me is really the wheels he comes with, and this little bit of hot rod paint, you know, on the back of his little, I guess the gas tank when he transforms, kind of. But, yeah, fun stuff. So let's get him back with all this set up. And last time I did a Transformers video, I did Blur. That was, I think, my second video. And I transformed him for you all live right there. I don't feel like doing that again, and I also just have another one, so ta-da! Here's his vehicle mode. So let's talk about it real quick. I really dig the look of this thing a lot. It really makes me want to army build this, because we'll get into this later, but This thing is basically just a 1/12 scale bike, you know? And it was designed to be ridden on. Like most Transformers, you know, when they go in their vehicle mode, they're just designed to look like the vehicle, and that's pretty much it. Like maybe the doors will open. You'll get lucky if maybe a trunk or hood pops open, but that's pretty much it. You're not going to be putting any people in it, nothing like that. But this, you can do that with, and that's so spectacular to me. Oop, dropped the little kitty fan there. But it's a very clean look. I love the way the back of his head turns into the speedometer little section in the back right here. The saddlebags come out great on there. And as long as this little seat is up and it's not interfering, you have full wheel movement on all of this. The front is a little tight because like you have to like wedge it in, these types things where they don't spin as much, but if you get it at the right little balance, yeah, you can get a little wheel turning, but not as much as the back one. This one moves a lot better for me. It might vary from figure to figure. I don't know. I haven't transformed the one that's in robot mode. I just transformed this guy. But maybe when I work him around, maybe he'll be a little different. But I was telling you guys, Hasbro, you know, totally wanted this thing to be ridden. And, oh, let me get these kickstands out. Oh my goodness, y'all, I just clipped the nails. All right, boom, bop. So, get his wheels off here. And I'm going to look at Wreck-Gar's butthole real quick. He's got a little port right here. And there's a little notch on the seat right there. And as soon as I saw that when I transformed, I was like, okay, it's about to go down. And here it is, going down. Sit him right in there. His feet can, like, you know, kind of go forward a little much, but, you know, it is what it is. You can still get the look. And whoop. Now he's riding the bike. Wreck-Gar is riding himself or another fellow Junkian. And this is a nice fun look. It makes me want to get like 2 more of these guys and just have them rolling up, scooting around, doing gang shit. But on top of that, you know, if you want to customize it, you can add more wheels to it if you want. Now he has a little grinder at the front, and you really don't want to be on the business end of that. Or you can make him one of those people that can't drive choppers, and they've got the trikes, and they need the balance, so they have the training wheels. Now you've got Wreck-Gar with some training wheels. Just a lot of fun playability with this thing. It's rare that I get a Transformer that I enjoy the vehicle mode just as much as the robot mode. And this is one of those rare few times. Yeah, I just really like the way all this comes out here. The colors on it look great. The transformation is very simple too. Took me some figuring out with the arms here for a minute where to plug those into. But once I got that going, he was completely smooth. He's got the nipples up front that I was talking about, the little blasters. So you can have those aimed around, shooting at people, whatnot. The handlebars do have a little bit of articulation. They can go up and down slightly, so you can adjust it based on the characters you have. And this thing also, you know, if you want, it can fit like 2 people on it if you need to. And when he has his little weapon here too, just show you real quick, you can store it. Oh, well, you can store it on 2 ports. This bottom port is for this notch to just have there, and the top one you can just stick it in there, and now it's got the side one, which is fun. Very, very cool. Real quick, we're going to just show off some people that can fit on the bike, and I've got some people laid out here already, so you kind of already know what I'm about to do. Let's get another Transformer. So we have Bumblebee here, and he's a deluxe class, so he's going to be a little bit smaller than Wreck-Gar. Well, he's going to be a lot smaller, actually. I'm not going to lie to you. Check that out. That's nice. Now, Bumblebee loses his voice and his ability to transform for whatever reason. Now he's got means of transportation. Dig that a lot. Let's see. Here we have a Marvel Legends Deadpool. Why Deadpool is riding Wreck-Gar, I don't think anyone really needs an explanation on that. It's just Deadpool shenanigans. But let's see. First Marvel Legend I'm putting on here. Oh my goodness. That fits him. Very, very nice. So yeah, I mean, the handlebars, they can fit regular 6-inch hands in there. I dig that a lot. So anyone in your collection with some, trigger hands or some swordy, item-y holding hands, they can totally ride Wreck-Gar if you wanted to. And I don't know, I'm looking at this and there's no insignias on here. There's nothing to really tell me this is a Transformer. This is just a really cool, I don't know, outbacky looking bike to me with the treads on it. So you can really just put this in any collection if you wanted to. And as I was saying, you can fit 2 people on here. So we've got a Jackson from Black Series and Boom Bop. Look at that. The Easter Bunny is on his way. Fun stuff. For just, what is he, a $30 figure for a Studio Series? Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Alright, so we're going to do some comparisons here real quick. Starting off with the OG. Optimus Prime, even though these guys never really formally met in G1. I think it's a nice little scaling comparison for the two. 2 of my favorite molds right next to each other here pretty much. The posability in both these guys are great. I can't wait to take some photos of both of them together. I'm sure they're going to be a lot of fun to do. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't like that, this Optimus was leader class video is this tiny, but hey, I think it works well. I know we came with the trail and everything. That's all you're bang for your buck, but real good comparison here. Here's someone that would have met him. We have Commander class Optimus Prime with his war veteran face here. Another good scale up. They're, pretty evenly sized here. Not much to say on this one. I just bought him because I just wanted the character. I'm not the big Optimus fan because I'm a bigger Optimus fan, and we all know what happened. But here's the sexiest Decepticon of all time, the womanizer himself, Cyclonus. His little rabbit ears put him up a little taller than him. Yeah, once again, looks great next to each other. I don't have much to say for these comparisons. I feel very weird when I start talking about these, so I'm just going to blast out these next 2 and just keep going. Here we have Grimlock and little baby Slug. Oh, he's so close to the camera. Yeah, he hangs out the Dinobots a lot. I can't wait to put him on the Dinobot shelf, and that is fully complete once Studio Series is pretty much wrapped up. But yeah, they look great next to each other in their little robot modes. Dino modes. I know I compared everyone else with their robot modes, but I mean, it's the Dinobots. They're mainly in Dino mode. It's how I prefer them. And I mean, just look at these faces. How could you not? But that is it for comparison. Out of here, my children. Alright, Mechalites, that's pretty much gonna wrap up our Wreck-Gar Studio Series review. This guy's a lot of fun to play with in hand. I can't do anything but recommend this guy if you're a fan of G1, if you already collect Studio Series. If you've just been collecting the War for Cybertron trilogy stuff, and you've been getting stuff like Commander Class Rodimus here, Kingdom Cyclonus, even though this guy definitely should have been a Studio Series. Yeah, this guy belongs on your shelf, without a doubt. And if you see 2, shit, grab 2 of them, because both modes are great. You're probably going to want them both out at the same time. You're probably going to want somebody riding it. But to do that, you'd have to deny having this great robot mode out all the time, too. So, I'm an advocate for transforming guys all the time, but hey, he's an army builder. Both modes look great, grab a bunch of them if you can. But only if you're financially able to. I don't want to cause any bad spending habits here. With that all said, if you like what you see, hit me with a like. If you don't like, there is a dislike button too. I'm not holding you against it. If you want to talk, if you got criticism, the comment sections are wide open. Almost was going to put a Yo Mama joke in there, but we're trying to keep it clean here. Yeah, and subscribe if you want to see more. I'm planning on putting out a lot more toy reviews, a lot more toy talks, just toy content in general. So, get with me while I'm still small before I get big boy. But yeah, till next time, y'all. Catch you later. Gatorade break.